Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am Kamiye Shayo Olu. I am Nigerian by ethnicity and of the Yoruba tribe, which is found in the southwestern region of Nigeria. The cry of a newborn baby in a Yoruba household is a joy, praises to above, and laughter-provoking event that is considered to be a blessing poured directly from the heavens and into any fortunate family. As praises to God and songs of joy resound throughout the household, peace, relief, and a sense of hope inhabit the hearts of the parents. The importance of children in Yoruba culture cannot be emphasized enough. As a result of the birth of a child being of great importance within Yoruba society, following events such as the instilling of morals into, growth, and mental and spiritual development of a child are not taken lightly. However, the primary, most important event that follows the birth of a child is the ceremony in which family members, both immediate and extended, present the child with a name in the presence of a religious leader. A Yoruba adage states, "Ile ni a ń wò kí a tó sọ ọmọ lórúkọ," which translates to, one pays attention to the family before naming a child. This forms the basis on which the Yoruba name-giving customs are carried out. It is believed that a name is what molds a child into who they later become as a person, and most importantly, what determines a child's destiny. Names may be given based on the circumstances a child was born in, the experiences of the parents, or simply the vision the parent has for the life of their child. Consequently, names are of utmost importance within Yoruba society and are believed to be the crown that adorns the spirit of a baby and the driving force that sets a child up for triumph in life, be it physical or spiritual. Yoruba names, therefore, tend to be complicated and not the easiest to pronounce. My 14-letter first name, Anuoluwa Kamiye, is definitely no exception. One of the most common and repeated scenarios I continue to experience to this very day is the scenario in which someone struggles with the pronunciation of my name. Kamiye, Kamaya, Camille, and Kayime. I have heard it all. From a substitute completely denouncing the pronunciation of my name, to my year 5 French teacher telling me that his new name for me, the French version of my Yoruba name, was Camille. I've heard it all. From the anxiety that fabricates knots in my stomach whenever it is time for the register to be read out, to the jealousy I feel whenever my classmates' names are read without any hassle. I've experienced it all. At this point in my life, all my 14-letter first name was a source of embarrassment, nervousness, and disgrace to me. When I was about 9 years old, I moved from my predominantly black school, where people still struggled with the pronunciation of my name, to a more racially and ethnically diverse school. And as a result of the terrible experiences I underwent with my name at my previous school, I decided that I was going to go by a new name, Kami. On my first day of school, as my drama teacher read out the register, he managed to pronounce Anuoluwa Kamiye without making any mistakes correctly. I was taken aback because in my 9 years of existence, very few people had taken the time to try and pronounce my name, talk less of saying it correctly. However, I felt embarrassed and chose to ignore my name being called out because it was embarrassing being the new girl in a class of 24 with a 14-letter name. From that day onwards, I continued to go by Kami. Whenever anyone would mention Kamiye or even try to pronounce it, I would shut them off completely and tell them that my name was Kami and I should be referred to as that and that only. In fact, the majority of my friends did not know that my real name is Kamiye and not Kami. It became so bad to the extent where majority of my friends still refer to me as Kami till date. These happenings, however, made me come to the realization that I was letting one of the most important elements of my entire existence come to a complete demise. When I was about 13, I found social media and began to use it more often. I would frequently come across videos and memes that summed up the issue I was facing in regards to my name. As I watched a TikTok video of a girl dreading the taking of the register, or looked at memes of the boy making a cringing face whenever people butchered the pronunciation of his name, it had dawned on me. I was not the only person experiencing this issue. Millions of Nigerians, Africans, Asians, Hispanics, and Latinos across the globe were experiencing the same issue that I was. I vividly remember the day that my entire perspective on having my name changed. I vividly remember this day. I was scrolling through Instagram and I came across a post that read, "Young black girl with the big name, correct them every single time." Initially, I scrolled past the post, not thinking too much of it, but I eventually felt compelled to go back to the post and pry into its deeper meaning, and I did just that. This post, in its 12 words, had managed to sum up every single hurdle I had faced in regards to my name, from the day I found out what a name was, to that very moment. And I realized that I had gotten it all wrong. My name wasn't and isn't too long. People's willingness to learn the pronunciation of my name is simply too limited. I realized that it was not my responsibility to come up with an easier, more catchy nickname that I could be called by people who simply were not bothered enough to learn the pronunciation of my name. When I was a new pupil at Brookhouse about a year ago, one of my classmates messaged me and asked me, "Kamiye, how's your full name pronounced?" I asked her why she wanted to know, and she said, "Because I want to know what to refer to you as." So I told her the correct pronunciation of Anuolua Kamiye, and she thanks me and says from that moment onwards, that's what she'll refer to me as. I still remain confused and once again asked, "Why do you choose to learn the pronunciation of Anuolua Kamiye, rather than refer to me as Kamiye or Kami, as most people do?" And she said, and I quote, "Because we are Africans, and we need to learn to embrace the uniqueness of our names." I was taken aback, not because she had taken the time to learn how to pronounce my name, but because there was so much authenticity and truthfulness in the statement that she had made. At this point, I had an awakening. Years ago, when my forefathers were bought and sold into slavery, they were stripped of their identities, their heritage, and their names. The meaning of Anuolua Kamiye is, God's mercy has counted me worthy to be among the living. I have been blessed with the privilege to have been given a name that holds so much power and meaning that it would be almost unappreciative of me to toss my name in all of its magnificence aside. My ancestors were stripped of their names, but I have been given a name so carefully plucked from the most intricate parts of the Yoruba language, and it is my responsibility to embrace it, not only because it is a beautiful name, but also because it is who I am. It is my identity, and it represents the destiny that I came to this world to fulfill. Your name, your heritage, your cultural practices, and your cultural identity are what make you, you. You should never try and fit yourself, as magnificent as you are, into the little box of what society tells you that you should be. Do not settle for less. Do not let them refer to you as what you do not want to be referred to as. Correct them every single time until they get the pronunciation of your name right. Because that beautiful name is your crown, your identity, your legacy, and your gleaming destiny. And you cannot afford to dim the bright light that is your destiny because of the obligation you feel to conform to the norms of society. My name is my destiny, and my heritage is my crown. Thank you for listening.